Right then, hello, good evening, good morning, good whatever it is, wherever you are. My name is Paul, I'm permanently in a dressing gown doing videos, and I'm also the brains behind Knickknack's Daily Teaser. That'll be floating around in the card area up here somewhere. Feel free to have a look at them, they're fun, he says. At any rate, my name is Paul, as I think I've said. I do teasers, I'm called Knickknack occasionally, and quite frankly, every so often, I'll watch a movie and talk about it if it grabs my attention, and I watch some TV shows as well. Just recently, I've been watching Watchmen, which again will be up here somewhere, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Last night, I actually sat down with the first episode of Series 3 of Star Trek Discovery, basically because I've reviewed the series in written form up till now, and it's only recently I've thought I should do a video version of what I think of it. I haven't done that previously because, quite frankly, I haven't had the kit, I haven't necessarily had the time, so I'm hopefully going to make an exception and add the series to my list of reviews. At any rate, I saw the first episode last night, as I said, and that first episode is called That Hope Is You. Here's what I thought. Episode 1 of Series 3, That Hope Is You, opens with a summary of Such Sweet Sorrow, the Season 2 climax. The scene, before the titles kick off, the scene shifts to an unknown human waking up in his office to wait, quite patiently, for something. The scene shifts again to a smuggler ship run by a man called Book, played by the English actor David Ajala, desperately fleeing from an alien called Cosmo, until his ship's computer alerts him to a temporal anomaly just over there somewhere that hits him and forces him to crash on the nearby planet of Hema. Now, in the immediate aftermath, Book finds that the anomaly was caused by Commander Michael Burnham, Sonequa Martin Green, the series' main character, coming out of the wormhole that's landed her some 930 years into her future. Lord knows how many light years from the Discovery, which was following her. And Lord knows where she is. She's trying to find her mother. She thinks she's on Terralicium. She finds out she's somewhere she wasn't expecting to be. She needs to get in touch with her crew. She needs to find out more about the future she's in that's seen the Federation collapse. And she needs to find somebody who's possibly hanging around who can help her contract the USS Discovery. First things first, I'm going to quickly apologise again to my YouTube followers. There's not enough of them. Please join in if you'd like to. But I'm going to apologise now for not doing those first two series of Star Trek Discovery as video reviews, as videos, in the same way that I covered the recent Star Trek Picard. That's something I at least intend to change from Series 3. I can at least, for this series of Discovery, start making video reviews about it. That leads to the next question. What did I make of Star Trek Discovery, this first debut episode? For starters, the little things are actually quite something. They're quite possibly telling, quite funny as well. There's one scene where Michael Burnham, I should call her Commander Burnham, gets interrogated by a villainous Orion and his equally nasty Andorian partner. That's actually quite funny. They slip her a truth drug to get her talking, and I'm sure it's done deliberately and quite well. She gets slipped this Mickey that makes her very chatty, and the combination of the script and the direction and Sonequa Martin Green's own comic timing makes for something that, if it didn't get me laughing out loud and laughing my head off, it did get me smiling. It's beautifully done. It's very well timed. And Sonequa Martin Green as going unintentionally into Ensign Tilly very chatty mode was quite fun to see. It really is quite funny. It's beautifully done and nice to watch. Um, there's also a potential romance, or potential what they used to call um, a UST, an unresolved sexual tension, there as well between Commander Burnham, Michael Burnham, and between Book, the David Ajala character. That could be interesting to watch. It may not actually go anywhere. It may just be much as with Vok in the first two series. It may be good, it may be bad, it may not go anywhere, but it's a neat little bit of something, a neat little bit of will they, won't they, to keep you watching. There's that. The David Ajala character Book is something of an eco warrior. He's rescuing these rare giant trance worms. So that's something I think that's going to be put into the series, and possibly something that's popular given the upcoming release of Dune. Let's face it, Dune started the whole sort of eco science fiction as ecology message many years ago, so that's possibly something they're picking up on there. There's a great little chase sequence in there as well, with the alien that's was pursuing Book at the start of the episode and persistently following him through. There's at least one appearance, I should add, of Illyrian, who, if you watch DS9, you will know is Maul's species. This particular one actually seemed very quiet, comparatively speaking, to Maul, and that's saying something. But that's nice little touches. We're seeing Andorians, we're seeing more Orions, we're seeing Illyrian. We're seeing those little touches. I'm not too convinced by the redesigned makeup for the Andorian. I think I preferred the version presented in Star Trek Enterprise, but it's a familiar Star Trek species. Them, the Illyrians, don't know what we're going to get with the Klingons there, but who knows, we'll have to see. At any rate, the thing that's getting me at the moment, always and ever and always, isn't so much the new or established characters, and I think we're going to see a few more lurking around. It's good to see Commander Burnham back in action. She's I think they're developing her character, and she's now facing a new situation. And they're going to develop her character. She's going to develop and grow and change, and that's why we're watching, seeing that change and seeing her journey. So it's good to see her back so we can see her next steps. What is attracting my eye, always and ever, is the world building. As anyone who's seen my reviews of Watchmen will realise, I like nicely done world building. It's part of what attracted me to Watchmen. It's part of what attracted me to the likes of Terry Pratchett's Discworld series. Watching him develop the disc over the course of those 30-odd books was something to watch. It really was a beauty to see. Seeing his early work grow and change, seeing him develop as a writer, was beautiful to watch. But seeing the disc grow and change and evolve, that was part of the fun of Discworld. Douglas Adams, for all he was a comedy genius in The Hitchhiker's Guide, didn't develop the background universe enough for my taste. Didn't work fast enough. Terry Pratchett put the work in. Same with Watchmen. They put the work in to develop that background world, and it's beautiful to watch. I'm informally judging what I see on TV now by Watchmen's background, and going on that basis, Star Trek Discovery is doing that. The world building in this first episode, portable transporters, transworms, cloaking devices seem to have improved. The first two series of Discovery were and are very good, and I think extend the background well. But moving the show forward, moving the crew forward 900 odd years to a time when the Federation's collapsed, the temporal wars ended, There's an ecological disaster, the burn, to explore and resolve. Frankly, the world building so far on this one episode is absolutely great, and it's something I'm going to come back to. I'll be watching again next Saturday. I'll have the review done by next Sunday. I hope you'd expect to join me. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Enjoy your evening.